Hi everyone, welcome to Wonderboys Collectibles, where I complain about figures in hopes of saving you some of your hard-earned cash. And in today's video, we'll be reviewing the special edition. Well, it writes here exclusive. I'm gonna call it special edition. Sounds better. The special edition holographic Ironman Mark 4 by Hot Toys. Actually, today will be a very special day for me because I'll be welcoming my first newborn into the family. But because of COVID, I can't be there during the delivery. So to relieve me of my anxiety, I thought I would make a video for all of my viewers right out there. And for those of you that are still new to my channel, my reviews take a slight opposite turn from normal reviews, whereby I start off with the problems of the figures and then move on to why I purchased it. Now I do this for one simple reason, which is to keep my videos short and straight to the point. After all, most other reviews tend to focus on the strengths of the figures. So by focusing on the problems, hopefully I can give you a second opinion whether or not this figure is for you or not. Now, quick disclaimer, all the figures I have and everything I show during all my reviews, I purchase myself with my own funds, so I own the figures. This is not a sponsored video, therefore everything I'm sharing with you are my own opinions. Take everything I have to say with a pinch of salt. Don't be too fanboy about it, because I spend more time nitpicking on the figure than actually boasting about it. So if you like this kind of content, don't forget to drop a like in my video, and please do subscribe to my channel. It will go a very long way in motivating me to keep making videos like this. Alright, so let's start off with the first problem, the box. I don't know if some of you are familiar, but the older editions of the boxes were much more better quality. To me, there was a lot more work going on with the boxes compared to what it is today. Remember, Hot Toys prices hasn't gone down, it's actually gone up, but they have learned how to skimp on the boxes. Now before, the boxes were very much a top pull, right? Whereas the boxes today are very much of the side pull. I'm not a fan of the side pull, as you all know. Now, just to put it out there, there was one comment that was saying, oh, the boxes are meant to be like that, let gravity do all the work. Alright, so let's let gravity do the work. Okay, it's tough, it's a waste of time. And even if the figure is inside, do you really want this very expensive figure to drop? So my point is, not a fan of the side pull, simply because it's hard to take out the figures, and if you look at it, the quality of the boxes are getting thinner and thinner. So short of wasting your time and letting gravity do the work, pulling it out will damage the box. Next problem, there's just too much plastic on this figure. Yes, there's a bit of weight to it, it's a bit heavy because there are some die-cast parts, but majority of it is plastic. So in the hand, it feels like plastic. It's sharp because it's plastic, so most of whatever edges you see here are actually sharp, so do be careful when you're playing around with it. The finish looks like plastic. That may have been slightly different had they gone for maybe some clear parts rather than this matte finish. But overall, this is in fact a plastic figure priced at a die-cast price tag. I believe just by slapping on the exclusive is Hot Toys' way of justifying you paying more for, in fact, a lesser figure. Next problem I have with it, the paint app. So this is probably just personal preference, but I do not like all these metallic finishes. Now I'm not too sure if some of them are die-cast, but they do feel like die-cast. But it makes it look a bit cheap. Like you see all this, right? So all of that makes it look a bit cheap when you look close at it. In fact, these are one of few of those figures that actually look a lot better in picture versus in hand. One of the biggest gripe I have with this figure is the actual finish, so I kind of find that very annoying. So if I snap off this chest plate, right, look at that. Why would they price such an expensive figure and put pegs, I mean pegs, on the chest plate? And if you actually can see closely, right, the paint finish on this is probably, in my opinion, one of the worst. It looks underwhelming. I can see pegs there, so I'm never gonna take this off, right? Because the peg holes are way too obvious. It feels like Hot Toys really took a shortcut with this. Not too happy. They should have re-engineered it better and not try to cut corners. And now for the final thing I dislike about this figure. The base. If any of you had the opportunity to own the Mark 46 diecast, remember that came with a diorama base with like shattered rocks on it, so it looked really cool. And that wasn't even an exclusive edition. This exclusive edition gave you this tiny ass hexagon shaped base. It's so bad that I decided to use a $10 aftermarket base. And what's with this crotch grab? How often have they reused this set? Talk about cutting costs. Now I don't like this crotch grab because these guys don't do any justice to die-cast or heavy figures, right? If you're gonna place it at the crotch here, right, because this is a plastic figure, these 2 points are definitely gonna scratch it. Yes, there's some rubber points up here, but this is also like plasticky, so it's gonna cause more damage than actually holding the figure up. Since when have they decided to totally move away from this clip? I mean, even King Art's brand, which was a lot cheaper, yes, it's a 1/9 scale, but it was standard for them to come up with these clips and these articulated holders. I mean, after all, we want to do some dynamic poses, right? This base is pointless. Yes, this time round I've ranted a lot, I've complained a lot about this figure because I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in what this figure could have been, but because Hot Toys decided to cut corners, it became a lot less. Having said that, do I regret buying it? No. Because as I said, I was disappointed in the figure. Should you get it? As usual, I'll tell you, it depends. If you haven't had the opportunity to own the original Mark 4 diecast, and let's say today the prices have really scalped up, you could consider getting this. From a distance, it looks like Mark 4. But if it means you have to get this figure at a higher rate, don't bother. Get it at PO price. At PO price, it does some justice. But anything higher than that, just because they call it exclusive, this is probably one of the exclusives that you could consider missing out. I just realized I was sitting behind the figure during the entire second part of the video, so I'm back in the middle. But with that comes to the end of my quick review. If you liked what I just shared with you, if you would like to see more of these kind of reviews, don't forget to drop a like to the video, and please do subscribe to my channel. And before I end, a quick shout out to FIGUREFAM with their link down below at my description for hooking me up with this figure at PO price. And to all my viewers, once more thank you for being here today. Until we meet in my next video. Till then, good luck collecting.